Tired of dating men who just can't commit? Do you find yourself in a pattern of attracting partners who are distant, avoidant, or just unavailable? You're not alone, and it's not your fault. In this session, we're going to uncover the hidden dynamics that keep drawing you to emotionally unavailable men, and more importantly, equip you with the insights and tools to finally break free from this frustrating cycle and open yourself up to healthy, fulfilling relationships. Let's dive in. Today we will talk about how to stop attracting emotionally unavailable men. So before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. 1. Understanding the allure. Why do we fall for them? The pattern of attracting emotionally unavailable men can feel like a frustrating, endless loop. It's a common experience, and understanding why this happens is the first crucial step toward breaking free. Often, the allure isn't immediately obvious. These individuals might initially present as charming, exciting, or intensely focused on their careers or passions. They may sweep you off your feet with grand gestures or intellectual conversations, creating an illusion of deep connection. However, beneath this veneer lies an inability or unwillingness to engage deeply, commit, or be consistently present in a relationship. This unavailability can manifest in various ways. A fear of intimacy, a history of short-lived relationships, a constant need for personal space that borders on isolation, or even a subtle resistance to defining the relationship. Sometimes our own past experiences, particularly those from childhood, can unconsciously draw us to familiar emotional dynamics, even if they're ultimately unfulfilling. We might be subconsciously recreating a pattern where we chase validation or affection that was inconsistent or withheld in our early life. This isn't about blaming ourselves, but rather recognizing the subtle psychological currents that guide our choices. 2. Self-reflection. Unpacking your own patterns and needs. To truly stop attracting emotionally unavailable men, a deep dive into self-reflection is non-negotiable. This isn't about self-blame, but about self-awareness. Start by examining your relationship history. Are there recurring themes? Do your past partners share common traits, especially around emotional intimacy or commitment? Think about your attachment style. Do you lean towards anxious attachment, where you crave closeness but fear abandonment, often leading you to pursue those who pull away? Or perhaps an avoidant attachment, where you value independence to the point of pushing? Others away, yet still find yourself drawn to those who mirror that distance? Understanding your style can illuminate why certain dynamics feel familiar, even comfortable, despite being unhealthy. Beyond attachment, consider your core beliefs about relationships. Do you believe love requires struggle? Do you equate passion with intensity and drama, rather than calm, consistent connection? Explore your self-worth. 3. Redefining your relationship expectations. One of the most powerful shifts you can make is to redefine your expectations for what a healthy, fulfilling relationship looks like. Often, we carry romanticized, often unrealistic, notions of love shaped by media, societal pressures, or even past trauma. We might confuse intense infatuation or dramatic highs and lows with genuine love. Emotionally unavailable men often excel at creating these intense, albeit fleeting moments of connection, which can be addictive. Challenge these preconceived notions. What does true emotional availability look like to you? It's not about grand gestures every day, but about consistent, reliable presence, open communication, shared vulnerability, and mutual respect. It's about someone who shows up, not just when it's convenient, but when things are tough. It's about someone who is willing to talk about feelings, resolve conflicts constructively, and plan for a shared future. Write down a list of qualities you truly value in a partner beyond initial attraction. 4th, setting clear boundaries and non-negotiables. Learning to set and maintain firm boundaries is absolutely critical in deterring emotionally unavailable men and attracting those who are capable of healthy connection. Emotionally unavailable individuals often test boundaries, consciously or unconsciously, because they are uncomfortable with true intimacy and commitment. This might manifest as inconsistent communication, flakiness, avoiding difficult conversations, or making unilateral decisions that impact the relationship. Your job is to define your non-negotiables early on. What are your deal breakers when it comes to respect, communication, and commitment? For instance, if consistent communication is important, make it clear that sporadic texts or disappearing acts are unacceptable. If you value shared activities, don't tolerate a partner who always cancels or prioritizes other things. More importantly, enforce these boundaries. 5. Cultivating your own emotional well-being. A foundational step in changing your attraction patterns is to focus intensely on your own emotional well-being. Often, when we are seeking external validation or struggling with our self-worth, we become more susceptible to the fleeting attention offered by emotionally unavailable individuals. They provide a quick fix for loneliness or insecurity, even if it's ultimately unsatisfying. Instead, invest that energy into yourself. This means nurturing your passions, building a strong support system of friends and family, pursuing hobbies that bring you joy, and engaging in self-care practices. Develop a strong sense of self-worth that is independent of a romantic relationship. When you are emotionally fulfilled and confident in who you are less likely to tolerate inconsistent behavior or settle for less than you deserve. 6. Learning to identify red flags early. One of the most effective strategies is to become adept at identifying red flags early on in the dating process. Emotionally unavailable men often exhibit subtle or not so subtle signs of their unavailability from the outset, if you know what to look for. Pay attention to how they talk about past relationships. Do they blame ex-partners entirely, or do they take some responsibility? Are they vague about their future plans, especially those that involve a shared life? Do they consistently avoid discussing feelings or deep topics, steering conversations towards superficiality? Observe their actions versus their words. Do they say one thing but do another? Inconsistent communication, canceling plans last minute, reluctance to introduce you to friends or family. A history of never having been in a long-term relationship, especially if they're older, or constantly expressing how busy they are can all be indicators. 7. Embracing healthy communication and vulnerability. Once you've done the internal work, practicing healthy communication and vulnerability is key to attracting partners who can meet you there. This means being upfront and authentic about your needs and desires in a relationship, but also being open to truly hearing and understanding your potential partner. Instead of playing games or trying to be cool and detached, express your feelings clearly and respectfully. This can be challenging if you're used to guarding your heart or if you fear rejection, but it's essential for building genuine intimacy. Healthy communication also involves active listening, empathy, and a willingness to compromise. When you model healthy communication, you naturally attract individuals who are capable of engaging in it. Furthermore, practicing vulnerability is crucial. 8. Trusting the process and patience. Changing deep-seated patterns of attraction takes time, patience, and persistent effort. There will be moments of doubt, frustration, and perhaps even a pullback towards familiar, albeit unhealthy dynamics. It's crucial to trust the process and be kind to yourself along the way. You might occasionally slip up, or find yourself attracted to someone who initially seems unavailable. The difference now is your heightened awareness and your new tools for early detection and redirection. Celebrate small victories, like recognizing a red flag and choosing to disengage, or articulating a boundary effectively. Understand that finding a truly emotionally available partner may not happen overnight. It requires consistently applying the strategies discussed: deep self-reflection, clear expectations, strong boundaries, self-care, and healthy communication. If you liked this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up, leave a comment, and click the button to subscribe.